What were you given an explanation for your no timeout or the one that when Obi caught the steal? Both of those plays at any point in the game?
I'm not talking about the refs. If I talk about the refs, I'll get fined an exorbitant amount of money.
Ben and Pascal working in tandem for much of crunch time, much through the game. How have you seen them both tonight and throughout their time together kind of grow as a partnership of running actions together?
It's the first time we've ever done it. We invented it in the second half in a timeout, and we're going to have to be inventive on a lot of things. Because this thing with Drew's shoulder, it's we'll find out more tomorrow. He's going to get some tests done, but this is going to potentially present some big challenges.
Just to keep going on that, I mean, what, beyond even just getting the Ben Siakam actions together, I mean, just what all did you guys kind of have to do on the fly in that circumstance? Obviously, Ben Shepherd and Taylor Peter picking up, point guard minutes at that stretch. I mean, just how did you guys have to kind of retool completely, I guess, at halftime to make everything work?
Yeah, I mean, you learn over the years to keep things as simple as possible, and the guys did a great job. A lot of the game we're just playing basketball, and we're trusting our guys to create. And then they just kept marching to the free throw line, and when that happens, you can't. It takes the pace out of the game, and it becomes more difficult to get shots. And so, they shot 50 free throws, right? 51 free throws, and there's at least 25 times where we're unable to get any tempo going because we're standing there and they're setting their defense. So they did some good things to get to the line, but I'm not going to talk about the refs.
What impressed you about Ben on both ends? Obviously, he's is picking up Shea for
he's taking the toughest matchup on the planet at one end, and at the other end he's putting the ball in the basket, and so you can see the growth. The reads are getting better and better, with everything he's doing offensively, and they're the NBA game defensively has become a read and react game too, and he's improving there. So a lot of good things.
What impressed you about Shepherd and Walker, especially in the second half when Shep's playing point for most of that, and Walker obviously had some really big buckets for you?
Yeah, I mean, look, we need those guys. We trust them. They've both played a lot over the last couple years. I mean, Shep's played more than Walk probably, but Walk did a lot of things to earn trust last year and during preseason this year in training camp. So, I mean, those guys did a lot of good things. Is that it?
No, Rick, I'm sorry, one more. You mentioned making up something on the fly and during timeout. As much as you're willing and can you, that's fascinating. Can you give a little detail about like?
No, I can't.
Okay.
I can't. Thank you. You got something, James? Yeah. I don't think you need this microphone. You are a radio guy now.
Yeah, like a little bit. Rick, you had a sequence there in the third quarter. Taylor Peter dives on the floor. I think Obi picked it up. He runs to the corner. You get a three. Like, how much do you think those types of plays kind of define who you are? And
yeah,
I think it's clicked so quick with him. And
I mean, this group is, it's grit, and grit is what our makeup is going to have to be this year. There are going to be a lot of challenges, and we've just got to be willing to take on these challenges on a long-term basis. I mean, there's not going to be any sugar pill or panacea to solve the challenges that are going to be coming every night. And so we're just going to have to have an attitude of loving, the challenge of how difficult the NBA is, when you're not whole, and especially right now we're down playmakers, so. But we'll look at the film. It's a pretty quick turnaround. We'll try to make some simple adjustments and keep working at getting better.
Bennedict, given the night that you were having, how frustrating was it for you to not be able to finish that game?
Man, it was tough, man. Um, I definitely would have loved to finish that game. I mean, I had some fouls that weren't the best, so just got to be smarter about that.
So you talking to an official late after you fouled out? Did he give you any explanation on that sixth foul that you seemed to not like?
Um, Not really. We kind of discussed about what I could have done, and like I said, you just learn from those situations.
Rick said that the actions between you and Pascal were kind of invented on the fly today. What do you feel like you guys did so well in tandem to keep getting to the rim? And is that something you feel like you can keep relying on throughout the season?
For sure. I mean, Pascal's a great player, so I know he can score and play make. So, and for me to get the ball in my hands and going downhill and create something out of nothing, I think that's one of my best gifts.
To keep going on that, just how much did you guys have to create on the fly with Drew out? Basically, certainly not knowing he wasn't going to be out at that point. What do you guys have to put together at halftime?
I mean, I think we have guys on the team who, who can just go out there and make plays. That's the blessing of our team. Fortunately, Drew got hurt. I hope he gets better very soon. We definitely miss him on the court, but pretty much just have to have the next men step up.
You mentioned obviously the matchup with Shea. Just what was it like to be able to go, on offense you're being guarded by Lou Dort, who obviously you go back forever with, and then you're going up and get Shea on defense. Just how much did that kind of drive you? Just having each of those matchups on each side of the court.
It's a great question. It's a lot. I mean, being guarded by one of the best players in the NBA and guarding the best player in the NBA was definitely a challenge. But I mean, I'm in for it. It's the first game of the season. We have 81 games left, So, like I said, just going out there and getting ready for next game, man. We got a game in 2 days.
I mean, considering that part of it, 1 out of 82, I mean, just what are you proud of for how your game came together individually today? Just as far as the shots that you were able to get, how you were able to get to the rim, how you were able to get to the free throw line. Just what you like about how you were able to attack?
This is some good stuff. I believe in my ability to create shots, and I mean, we could have been better. I think that I could have done a better job at getting my feet, getting my hands, and staying down on a few things. And but I mean, I'm not really into myself, a lot. I'm really trying to do the right thing and win the game, man. That's what matters.
About Talon and Ben Shepherd having to get thrown in some tough circumstances with Drew out.
Sure. I mean, I'm very, very happy for him. I'm happy that Talon got his first NBA points. It's a big achievement. And, Ben Shepherd as well, playing very well. I mean, he's always been ready, man. He was out for a minute. He didn't practice for a long time. And just for him to come in the game with confidence and playing as hard as he did was amazing.
And Ben, I know you said you're just kind of looking to make the right play, but it seemed like you were being really aggressive, especially hitting the shot to force the second OT. Just were you looking to get your shot? Did you feel like you had to kind of take on more of a scoring load tonight?
For sure. I mean, I think I had like I said, the ability. Very, very confident. Very, very confident. Just when I have the ball in my hands, just to make something happen. And I was fortunate enough to make a few good plays tonight. I'm looking forward to watching film and improving from tonight's game.
Ben, you've been here for a few years now, and I feel like your culture as a team is to always play the next play. But how hard is that, and why do you all think you're so good at maybe just no matter what happens, the game is the game, we're going to keep fighting and scratching and clawing?
I mean, as a team, we have a lot of guys on the team, like I said, who are ready to step up. And like I said, everybody's ready to step up. Everybody wants to go out there and fight. I think that's the identity of our team. Just to going out there and playing relentless, playing fearless. And like I said, man, tonight was great. It was a great learning experience, and we have the chance to go out there and play as hard as we can for the next game.
I mean, it's tough. Obviously, injuries, never easy. And we need everybody back. But I thought everyone, fought hard the whole game, and the guys that came in, they gave us energy. They did everything that they could, and playing against a tough team. It was a good effort, but again, we didn't get the job done at the end. Game one, a lot of film to go and watch and get better at. But yeah, we're gonna have to kind of like figure some things out.
Rick said a lot of those actions with you and Ben were kind of created today. Specifically, how did you feel like those went, and do you feel like that's something you guys can continue to rely on?
No, for sure, we can definitely continue to work on that. Obviously, it's probably one of the first times that we had to do it, but I remember telling Coach, like, I mean, this is where you get real practice. Preseason is kind of, you don't really get much out of it. So having that first game, being in those situations, I think we're going to learn a lot from it. We're going to watch film, get better, talk a little bit about how we can attack it, our communication, our chemistry. So it's going to be. I thought we did good, but I just think we can do better.
You only had one foul, but you had 37 as a team. What did you feel like for you guys was leading to many of those or breakdowns?
Yeah, it's just I think we can get into like them getting a certain whistle or whatever. But I thought we just weren't disciplined like a lot of plays, and we got to be better at that. A lot of shot fakes, and it's a great play on the other side. He knows how to do that stuff and get to the line and do all those things. So we definitely got to improve on that because we can't live with that. I don't know how many free throws they shot, but it seems like a lot.
To go back just to the Mathurin actions with you and Ben, I mean, what seems like you guys have developed at least some level of chemistry, even though there hasn't been a lot of that, stuff where it's a play just involving you two guys. What kind of potential do you see for that combination, but just based on your skill sets and how you guys work?
Yeah, no, I think being able to both attack the paint, create. I think just understanding each other's angles a little bit better, how we can screen off of each other, like. I thought there was times where we could have been better at that, but I think for me we know how aggressive he is. Like I love his aggressiveness, the fact that he can get to the paint, he's strong, and he was making shots also. So I think that combination with me being able to get to the pocket and also improving as a shooter, I think it could be a good combination.
I know I asked you the other day about how you thought things might change in terms of how you guys are defended. Just after having played a full basketball game, even if you had a lot of change in the midst of it, I mean, what did you learn tonight about how you guys are going to have to operate differently? Yeah,
it's gonna be tough. I think obviously we keep losing guards, so I think as a team it's gonna be hard. We're gonna have to figure out how to get that part of the game, and I think we have some big wings that can do things, and I think all the other guards that probably didn't really have like ball handling responsibility, you're gonna have to do that. And I think on defense, we got to be more scrappy. I thought we did a decent job tonight. We just didn't finish a lot of the possessions because we fouled. But it's gonna take this for us to win games. And I think we got to understand that. And what's gonna make us special is being able to do that every single night. I think a lot of teams, say they want to do it, but you have to do it every single night. And for us to be successful, we have to do that. There's no in between.
And just what impression about some of the guys that got thrown in, Shep, Talon,
Yeah,
Jarris?
no, I thought they were good. Again, it's not an easy situation to be put in that just first game against the defending champs, like going out there, close game, being able to make plays and execute. The rookie, it's a lot of variables into that, and it's a lot to ask of them to do that. But I thought they did a good job of just staying within themselves and playing. And what I was trying to tell some of them is give them a little more confidence to make plays and attack whenever somebody set the screen on you. Don't pick the ball up, like little things like that. Where I feel like the confidence of just being out there is gonna keep growing, and your only teacher is the experience, right? So once you get to the game, you start getting those games under the belt. I think you're gonna continue to get better. So I thought they did pretty good.
Pascal, you've taken Jarris under your wing throughout your time here in Indiana. What'd you like from him tonight? Just a variety of things he was able to do, whether it was creating for others, scoring, and also defending.
Yeah, no, I think again he has the tools, and I've told him that a million times. It was just a matter of having that grit and having that confidence and just going out there, playing free, not thinking. And I thought he did good tonight, defending, and obviously a couple of turnovers, but just play free. Just go out there, have fun. And I told him we got to work on a couple of other things, on those swings and being able to drive, attack the paint, like all the stuff that I feel like he can do, and he just gotta do it. And I think obviously you get minutes, right? So you're going to be out there, and now you have the opportunity to show those things, and I think the more you're out there, the more you can get better at them.
Ben said that he wasn't necessarily looking to score, that he was just kind of focusing on making the right play. How have you seen him grow in terms of his decision making and just continuing to make the right basketball plays?
Yeah, he's growing, and I think obviously you're getting the minutes, you're getting the opportunity. Like I said, you're going to be out there. You have to do those things, and I think he's doing a great job of just reading the game and just playing. And for me, it's just like being aggressive and knowing when to make the right play. I think that's all it is, and I think he's been doing that well, and he played well tonight for us, and I think he's going to be a big part of what we do as a team. So we just gotta stay on it.